Hey everybody, this is David Skarika. Sorry, no video today. I'm just in sort of a hurry here. It's early in the morning. I'm unshaven. um, yeah, and I know a lot of people. I like to, whatever, have my Miami Vice suits on. Look, part of the reason I do that, just before we get into the stock chart of the day here, is because living on the island here. Um, some of you are gonna laugh at this, but we can't really, everything here is kind of rustic, and even when you go to a nice restaurant, you kind of wear your shorts and your t-shirts and your sandals. So I really don't have much chance. I've got like this closet of these like pastel, like I said, like Don Johnson-esque, Miami Vice suit jackets, and I never have a chance to wear them. So doing these videos gives me a chance, but I wanted to get this one out in the morning. Like I said, I'm unshaven still. I'm drinking my coffee. I'm wearing an old Bahamas touristy kind of like t-shirt. So anyhow, that's what's going on. So that's anyhow. So just to get into this, start boring you with this Chrome here. So we're going to look at a few things here on the stock chart of the day. The first stock chart of the day we have is CROX. That makes those horrible. I'm being someone who basically lives wearing sandals here in the Bahamas, mostly Adidas, just so you know, but I can't stand those things. But anyhow, you can see, I remember back in 06, 07, CROX became a huge bubble during that bull market. And you can see here, it's now had another huge rocket ship type thing. Now, the chart is actually starting to look very similar to the 06, 07 with the straight up parabolic action. I think they had good earnings today. That's the reason the stock is higher. Then the other chart of the day I want to give to you is copper, even though, again, it's not a stock sense, but you can see copper getting near all-time highs here, telling us no inflation. That I just bought, I have to fix my back deck of my house. Anyone who's been following me a while knows that I had to do major renovations on my house starting in late 2019. And the one thing I haven't finished yet, because I really don't use the back deck much, is my back deck, but it's starting to fall apart. And I just had to buy lumber, and I noticed that the lumber was about 30% more expensive than when I bought the lumber for my front deck in early 2020. So we're seeing all kinds of inflation here. We can see copper back near all-time highs. Amazing stuff. A lot of people had written copper off, thought we were at a period of deflation, but that's obviously not the case. So now to get to our company's stock chart of the days. Our first one is SGO.v, a company we talked about in the past, Sonoro. Looks like a nice base is going on. They're a sponsored company. By the way, Mike Swanson and I also have a consulting contract with them, and I bought shares in their recent private placement for full disclosure. So you can see the nice base look like it's going on. This company will be going into production by the end of 2021. And we're going to take a look quickly at the news that they just came out. They just came out with some excellent drill results, which included 14.6 grams gold over 1.5 meters, and another 16-meter intercept of 1.8 grams per ton gold. So they're kind of laterally extending this mine here that hopefully will go into production in the not too distant future. So yeah, I still really like Sonoro, and it's a company that I would invest in as well. As well. So anyhow, that's one of our junior, and I have invested in as well. That's and by the way, when Mike and I do these consulting deals, we're kind of like, we're picking the companies. We're looking for excellent companies. So then another company that I actually own and I might not be able to find it here. No, because it just changed its name. That's part of the news I'm going to give you. So I talked about this company just briefly. It was kind of a soft sell, I guess you could say. This is Lynx, Global Digital Finance Corporation. It's a fintech company doing trying to bring like a lot of Bitcoin and the whatnot into regular, cryptocurrency into regular day-to-day kind of fintech. This is actually where I think, you know, the blockchain technology has potential. Not so much in, you know, Bitcoins going to 1 million, but more in that, like in your every day-to-day banking. We all know, like I just sent out a wire, like a wire, and you know, most companies pay me in wires. Wire transfers, we know, are very archaic. It's kind of like you know, a technology that goes back 50 or 60 years. And essentially, I think when we get this blockchain technology in the banking system, where I can send to your bank account, and instead of taking 2 business days, it gets there in 10 minutes. That's where the integration comes in. And that's where companies like Lynx are doing this sort of thing too. And you can see on top of it, them changing, they used to be Canna One, changing themselves to Lynx. And by the way, I talked about a soft sell when it was kind of in the mid 40s here. I talked about it in the newsletter, and it's nearly tripled in price in just a few months. So they basically have disclosed they're going to do a controlling interest in Arkin, right? And to build a fintech platform and expand its business model. So, and actually, this company, by the way, already now with these recent acquisitions, is going to have revenues. So this is a very exciting play. It still has a pretty small share structure, so I think it can do very, very well. Like I said, I own some. I was lucky enough to buy a financing right here at the beginning of the year when the stock was still 10, 11. So this has done very well for me. But I like this company a lot. It's done well. And they continue to kind of grow and do takeovers. So that's our stock chart of the day. Copper all near all-time highs. CROX on a rampant run. Lynx has a takeover, and some encouraging drill results from Sonoro. So thank you very much, and we will speak later.